Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang, hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. A few updates on Christina Formella, y'all. A few updates, a few more, I should say, updates. I think I did 2, maybe 3 videos regarding this lady. The biggest update is the husband is staying with her. The biggest update is the husband is staying with her and in full defense with her, defense mode. I'm honestly shocked and surprised because, again, like I've said in my other videos, my question to the husband would be, how do you feel about your wife cheating on you? Number one. That's number one. That's number one. Your wife cheating on you. Number 2, how do you feel about your wife cheating on you with an underage boy? That's number 2. That's number 2. Number 3, how do you feel about your wife cheating on you with an underage boy and also telling the boy that she was going to leave you for him once he graduates high school? We've been reading the text messages and all the transcripts and all these other things as the evidence come forth. She's still screaming she's innocent, she's innocent, she's innocent, even though it was proven that you, ma'am, were texting an underage boy talking about how much you enjoyed the sex. Oh my God, baby, having sex with you was so amazing. This is an underage boy. Oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't my phone. They proved it. They was like, yeah, this is your phone. This all you. So right here, anyway, we have a response from her legal team and her family, and then we'll get into that. But first, let's get into this, y'all.
Did you really sexually assault him 50 times, Christina? Anything you want to say? Every story has 2 sides.
Why would
Anything you want to say?
Proposal?
Michael, just why are you still with her? Anything you want to say?
She said she was going to take your family for millions and then be with this child after he graduated high school. And you're still going to be here to support her and hold her hand?
Y'all heard that last reporter said? Hold on.
She said she was going to take your family for millions and then be with this child after he graduated high school.
This was proven. And he's still with. Let me explain something to y'all, man. Buddy got money. Buddy got money. I don't know if it's him or his family, but like she said she's going to take your family millions and then go run with the boy. So the family got money. I don't know if he has money in particular. I don't know. But what we do know is that he paid for a very extravagant. If I remember, you know what I'll do? I'll make a post and I'll put the link it back to this video. But I make a post about their wedding. They had a wedding in Italy. He paid for her, the family, and his family to fly out there and get married and all this other stuff for the ceremony. They was out there for weeks, living it up. They got money. They got money on. These are excellent questions that the reporter is asking. These are questions that I would damn ask. Let's get into part 2. But, I mean, damn.
Today is Monday, August 4th, which means Christina Formella had her court hearing. Now, I can't even take credit for telling you about what happened in the hearing because I missed it. They went about half an hour early. The hearing was scheduled for 9:30, and Christina and Michael and all of them usually show up about 15 to 20 minutes in advance. So I got there at 8:45, which was plenty of time. Except it wasn't because Christina never came walking through that front door. Which is interesting because the DuPage County Courthouse has 2 doors. This main one here and then another one around the back. But people say you can't go in the back door because there's no security. You can only go out. So you have to go in through the front door. So anyway, when I arrived, there was already media set up. And one of the guys said he got to the courthouse at 7:55 and that he had not seen her come in. And then at around 9:15, Michelle Mullins with the Chicago Tribune came out and said it was done. She said nothing really happened. They called Christina's name. She went up to the bench. They said they were still going through discovery, and they set another court date for October 14th. She said Christina Formella stood up there for maybe 30 whole seconds before she turned around with a smile on her face and walked back to her husband. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just wait here anyway for when she comes out. But then I was like, hold on a second. If she didn't go in through the front door, she's probably not going to come out the front door. She's probably going to come out the back. So we drove around. And right as we were coming around to the circled drive, we saw Christina and Michael crossing the road. The person I was with abruptly stopped the car so I could get out, at which point they see me, and Christina kind of had this shocked look on her face, and Michael looked at me and rolled his eyes. Unfortunately, by the time I was able to get out of the car, they were already across the street, so I could only photograph their backs. But it's interesting to me because this whole time they've been parking out in the front and doing that long walk up to the door. And I thought Michael was holding her hand just for show. But this time they parked somewhere completely different to try to avoid media, and he's still holding her hand, which tells me it's actually genuine. Here's just another photo of them walking out to their SUV. They were holding hands the entire time up until that point because, you know, they had to squeeze through cars. Now, as soon as I got out of the car and started taking videos of them, Christina Formella's dad began whistling at me and yelling my name. If you zoom in on his face, he looks pretty pissed off. I imagine because nobody was supposed to find out that they were back there. Now, I did take a few videos, but I'm going to post them in a part 2.
Yeah, they were pissed off because they had some sort of an agreement with a judge, because apparently there's only supposed to be one way in, and you can exit through multiple exits, but it's supposed to be one way in. They had some sort of agreement with the judge or whoever was running the courts at the time to not only come earlier but also to let them in through another door. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. You want to sit there and hide your damn face and all this other stuff when you've been sitting up there sleeping with this boy at least 50 or boys, I'm sorry, at least 50 times. Y'all forgot? If I remember, put the at the top. I'll put the link in the description. But she was added another 50 something charges. I think it was 52 or some craziness like that. I can't remember. Another 50 charges. The nerve of you to try to sit here and try to act like you the goddamn victim. The nerve. Let's read what the attorney and what the family has to say, y'all. Let's read this. The one respected publication recently reported Christina has been splintered into internet caricatures. Predator, unfaithful wife, hypocrite. I mean, so far those 3 words alone is hell. What's wrong? Unfaithful wife. She was cheating on her husband. Predator. Is that not what predators do? Preying on underage children? Hypocrite. Yes, bro. She probably was talking against it, and she was the main one getting cracked, laying on her back with an underage boy. These are 3 damn terms that describes her to the teeth. Apparently, let's keep going. By creators, just myself. Welcome. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Churning out dozens of videos a month, racking up millions of views. I ain't got no millions of views, but I got a couple views off her. Appreciate you. The goal isn't truth, it's virality. Well, it's the truth for me because I've showed y'all the text messages. We read the messages. I've showed y'all literally. I scrolled through the news article. I have videos such as the one you just saw from the news people. So it's not about going viral. It just so happens that we're doing videos on it, which is the truth, and it's going viral. That's 2 different things, but let's keep going. Now trolls have turned Christina's friends, turned on Christina's friends, stalking them over pregnancies, publishing the address of a wedding she was invited to, and encouraging strangers to show up and target them simply for refusing to denounce her. Yeah. Why wouldn't you denounce something like this? The intent is clear. Public pressure, social shaming, and isolation by mob demand. A coordinated campaign of bullying that has nothing to do with justice. We are not asking for sympathy. We are asking for fairness. We are asking you to respect due process. Like any person accused of a crime, Christina is presumed innocent and her case will be decided in a courtroom, not on a social media platform. Reckless speculation, misinformation, and theatrical coverage do nothing to serve justice and set hard-won respect for women back decades. Now they're trying to pull the sexist route. Let's keep going. The public shaming of women accused of sexual misconduct reflects deeply embedded patterns of misogyny. I told y'all. Here we go. Here go the sexist nonsense. Embedded patterns of misogyny that have persisted across generations. Christina has become the latest target of the troubling phenomenon, subjected to relentless personal attacks and sexist scrutiny that ignore the legal process entirely. Major platforms have chosen character assassination over due process, deploying the same misogynistic playbook used against countless women before her. You mean the countless women that were found guilty? It'll be different if we didn't have evidence and they was doing this. I'd be like, yeah, you got a point. But we saw the text messages. We saw the evidence. The little boy admitted to it. Y'all gonna try to call the underage boy a liar? Double standard is stark and undeniable. When men face accusations, we discuss evidence and procedures. When women face accusations, we attack their character, their choices, and their worth as human beings. That's completely not true. That is the farthest from the truth. That is the farthest or furthest? No, further. Yeah, far represents distance. So it's the furthest from. I'm sorry, Joe. That's the furthest thing from the truth. What are we talking about here? When a woman face accusation, we attack their character, their choices, and their worth as human. No, when a woman gets put in these types of situations, they get slaps on the wrist. They get 6 months worth of probation. They get to do like what's her name? Andrea Serrano, where she gets pregnant by a child, an underage boy, serves a year, I think she served a year in prison if I remember correctly, serves a year in jail, gets out, and then takes the child away and gets full custody. What is that? What do you call that? Let's keep going. This isn't justice, it's gender-based persecution. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, this is gender-based persecution based disguised as accountability. This isn't just a double standard, it's a spectacle, a public ritual that punishes women for not what they've done, but for how they are perceived. No, it's for what they did. It's definitely for what they did. Let's keep going. Instead of discussing facts or laws, public discourse fixates on Christina's appearance, her private life, even her lipstick, as if those details bear on guilt or innocence. That's not legal analysis, it's voyeurism, moral judgment, and cruelty, excused by a self-serving performance of concern for an alleged victim. I mean, wow. Wow. These people got some nerve. I don't know if this guy's a simp. I would imagine so. That's the only thing that I can get in my head to justify why he even decided to stay with this lady. It's either that or maybe she has something on him. We never thought about that. Maybe she got something on him. Maybe he's a predator also as well. And she said, "Yo, if you leave, I'll expose." Hey, yo. Oh, I didn't. I just that just popped in my head. That's crazy. Cause I just don't understand. This man got money, y'all. He's a pause. Attractive guy, pause. Can get damn near any damn chick he wants, especially just him having that money alone. But he decided to stay with her with this. I'm trying to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe for her, cuz.